Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Okay, let me fix a couple things. My hair, as always, a bit weird. Yeah. It's too short still. I don't know, maybe I just do this and that's better. I think. Yeah, I think that's much better. Okay. Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a great start of the week. Today is Monday. It's nice out here. And yeah. So, what's happening to my chat? What the hell? The stream elements message is like all weird. What the hell? So let me just try sending like an emoji or something to see if that fixes it. Okay. Yeah, it kind of fixes it. It's a bit broken. What could it be? Okay, I don't know, but let me just first fix this really quick. It's better. And yeah. And also I'm going to just write this here because it's, yeah. Chat. So fix chat. What's the okay. Okay. I wanted to note that there so I don't forget about it. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of bugged. I don't really know what happened. I don't think it happened before. Hey Lou, hey. How you doing? How are you doing? So yeah, like you can see like the second message got like overlapped with the first one from stream elements, and like after that everything seems fine, like the spacing between messages, it looks fine. So I think there must be something going on with the spacing when I just start the stream or something like that. I have to fix that. And there's another thing I have to fix that I'm noticing right now. Okay, and then another thing is change bot color, because I just realized that the bot color, well, it's like a pink, and then Lou has her own color, her own special color in this chat, because she's my girlfriend, of course. I gave her a special color. Then I have my own special color, which is that blue you can see there. And then followers have like an orange color, and then subscribers have like I think it's a yellow color. I can't remember. I don't have subscribers right now, so I was like, yeah. So yeah, anyways, I think that's a bit better. Okay, so now we can start the stream normally, as always. First of all, I want to say thank you, a big thank you to Settlix for the follow, and also for the shout out, because in the previous stream we rated the person, okay? And so yeah, basically they gave us a shout out and they also followed the channel, so that's really nice of them. Okay, so that's amazing. Thank you very much again. And yeah, so now we can pretty much begin working on Voyager. Okay, so what were we doing in the previous stream? I did not work on the project yesterday. I didn't stream and I didn't work on it. Okay, so yeah, I'm picking up right where I left off in the previous stream. Okay, so I have this task here which I'm going to be expanding a bit more right now, but basically this is our current task. Okay, and this is basically what we're doing right now. Okay, this is prototype isometric starship navigation through the planetary system. Okay, which we already have an idea. I have been talking about that in the previous stream, so let me show you a little concept thing I've been doing. Well, if you have been following the channel, you already know what I'm about to show, but right now, where is this? I can't find it. Okay, it's here. So, this is what I'm talking about, okay? So we have a couple references here of how I want this section of the game to look like, okay? It's not going to be exactly like that, but I really like this aesthetic. Okay, this is a couple references from Sega Genesis games, and I have also been playing. I started playing yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I started playing Super Metroid, which is, I don't know, man. I'm really liking it. I've heard, I've read that is one of the best games on the SNES. Okay, on the Super Nintendo. I have not played a lot of Super Nintendo games because I grew up with the first with the NES, which was more like a Famicom. Here we call it like family, because of family computer, but which is the like Famicom is the abbreviation, okay, for that. But here in my country we got the family computer, so that's what I had, which is basically the same thing as the NES, but yeah. So that's, I think, the first console. Well, that is the first console I played when I was a kid, and then my parents gifted me the Sega Genesis. So yeah, I played a lot of Sega Genesis. It's my favorite console of all time. So yeah, I didn't play a lot of SNES game. I know it's like the competition to the Sega Genesis, and like the games are pretty similar in terms of like graphics and content and size. Okay, SNES is the Super Nintendo is a bit more powerful than the Sega Genesis, but they're pretty much the same. Like the comparison is like whatever. But yeah, basically, I never played Metroid games, for example. So I started playing a couple years ago. Last year, I completed the first Metroid, which is for the NES. Then I played Metroid 2, which, by the way, I really liked the first Metroid. I think that if I if I was, if I had that game when I was growing up, I would have loved it, because yeah, it's like basically like a space game, and I don't know, the concept is really cool. And yeah, I know, like, compared to other Metroid games, that one is the most, like, I don't know, clunky and hard to play. I think it's a bit slower, and you have to do a lot of things, and whenever you die, it's like really tedious to get health back and all of that. But yeah, I think all of the games from that time were like that, really hard to beat. And yeah, but aside of that, I think it's a really good game. And yeah, so I beat that game last year. Then I played this year I played Metroid 2, the original one, because I have this, I have my original Game Boy. So well, I didn't have that the original, this I didn't have it like when I was a kid. Of course, I didn't have like a Game Boy or like a Game Gear. It was really expensive here, so I didn't have like a handheld like from Sega or from Nintendo. So yeah, I bought this. I got this this Nintendo Game Boy. I got it a couple years ago too. I also have a Game Boy Advance. It's, I don't know, somewhere, but I have that one too. And yeah, so basically I played Metroid 2 and I beat it too. That one was also really cool. It's like an improvement from the first one too. I like that like Samus is a bit bigger on screen, and yeah, the gameplay is like really similar but with a couple improvements. And yeah, and then I started playing, like I said yesterday, I started playing Super Metroid, which I'm really liking already. I'm like, I don't know, maybe 50 minutes in, 1 hour in maybe. And yeah, it's really cool. It's like all of the concepts of Metroid put together and improved like to the max. And I also want to play like Zero Mission and also Fusion, Metroid Fusion. So I want to play all of the pixel Metroid games, the old ones. I will see if I play Metroid Prime, which is the first person one. It's like, I don't know if the first one 3D, but yeah. And then I of course have my Nintendo Switch, and I would like to play Metroid Dread 2, but yeah, it's a bit expensive. So anyways, I'm derailing right now. So anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so basically I derailed a lot because I started talking about stuff. And anyways, I was talking about this, which are my references, and I instantly remember the intro scene from Super Metroid, which is like the ship going into the Ceres station. And I think I'm going to add that too to this thing. I have to create a board for adding like references from Super Nintendo, because I have a board for NES games references, and then I have like 3 from Sega Genesis. And so yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I have this, which is basically I play games. Those are games I played, and then I take screenshots of things I really like aesthetically, and then I save them to like have those like as an inspiration or reference to create the stuff on my game. So this is one of the this is for the NES. There's Blaster Masters. This one is also a really good game. Then I have for the Sega Genesis 2. I have a lot. This is just one, and I can make it even bigger. But the thing is, I don't want the files to get over 100 megabytes because I want to save them. Well, I am already saving all of the files in the repository of the game, okay, of the project. And if they get over 100 megabytes, GitHub starts complaining, and yeah. So I basically split the files every time they get close to 100 megs, and that's it. I create a new one. So that's why I have like 3 from Sega Genesis games. Okay, anyways, those are a couple I grabbed from one of the boards, okay? So that's my idea. I grab like, I take pictures and screenshots from parts of games I really like, and then I can grab those and bring them to the boards where I work on stuff like that I need those references, okay? So for example, this is for the planetary system scene in the game, which is basically outer space when you're like in your ship and you're traversing, okay, the space. So that's the idea basically, okay? Now let me explain this, which is the thing I was going to do before I started like going in a tangent, in an infinite tangent, as always. Okay, so basically this is the general idea, okay? You're basically in the planetary system. You're within the planetary system. You cannot like go to other star systems when you're here because you're like within this space, okay? So imagine this is, well, not just this is your ship, okay? And the idea is that you're going to move within this space, and this is the planetary system of this star, okay? This star contains those planets, okay? That's the idea. It's pretty much the same as in, for example, No Man's Sky, and also, for example, Starbound, okay? Those games, when you move between, when you're in space, you are within one star system, okay? You're in a star, and you can go like, you cannot go with your ship like navigate outside and go towards another star, okay? The way to do that is basically by another console or navigation terminal that lets you go into this, for example, which is where can I show you a better example? Well, anyways, imagine this is the constellation you're in, and you're in this star, okay? You're there. So now that means that when you're in space, you're going to be like this, okay? That's your ship. You can navigate with your ship freely, okay? But within the space. And basically, the idea is the idea is that if you want to go to another star, you have to go through a menu that lets you, that you're going to see this, okay? And then you can select stars. You can go to other stars that are directly connected to your star, okay? So if you want to go here, you first have to go here and then here, okay? That's it basically. So back to the planetary system navigation. This is the general idea, and that's how you traverse, that's how you go from planet to planet. You're going to go into outer space with your ship, okay? And basically you're going to navigate like this. Your ship is going to be centered, okay, in the camera, and you're going to navigate the same way that Sea of Stars does, okay? So I think I should grab like a reference to that too. Let me just search for that. So yeah, those are the videos we were using, okay? So I'm just going to just take a picture of this, okay? And that's basically how you are going to traverse, to navigate, basically, okay? Okay, that's it. Perfect, so that's the idea. That's how you navigate, okay? If you have seen the video or played the game, you will see that you can accelerate. Well, in fact, I never played this game, but I can imagine and I can see from like the video that when you move your ship, when you start moving, it's like a car. Imagine that you have like an accelerator button, okay, and you press it and it starts moving, okay, and then you can start turning, and when you turn, it turns like smoothly, okay? That's the idea basically. And that's how you navigate, okay? Camera centered on ship, isometric perspective, and free navigation. So from here you can navigate wherever you want, but you're not going to see anything outside of this. You're going to see the planets, okay? Also you can see like maybe asteroids, for example, if you encounter like an asteroid belt, for example. Okay, so that's what I was showing here, okay? So that's basically how you navigate through this, and you should not crash into the asteroid, because of course your ship is going to get damaged, okay? And that's the idea. So now what else can be inside a planetary system? So there can be, for example, asteroids like those that you have to evade or destroy. You can also get enemies, okay? That's the idea too. You can fight other ships which are like maybe enemies, okay? Maybe those are too big. But anyways, the idea is that, okay, you should be able to attack, to like have some space combat. That's the idea. There's some space combat, there's navigation, and also you maybe can see like some space stations, okay? There's something I really like, and I'm going to grab some references from that. I have references general, okay. I have some stuff here, maybe? No, it's not here. Yeah. Where is it? Here. Yeah, it's here. So I have a lot of things here. It's like a mood board, and this one is really old. But like, yeah, whatever. It's Oh yeah, this one also looks really cool. I really like the design of this ship. That's really nice. But the thing I wanted to grab from here, oh, also you can see some stuff here too from other artists. There's plenty of like really good artists on Twitter, and yeah, they are so good. This is so cool, man. I wish I could draw like that. But anyways, you can see some stuff here too. But mainly my idea was to grab, oh yeah, also this one. This one is really cool. I'm going to grab this. Is this? Yeah, this is. I'm going to grab this, put it here, for example. Yeah, let me put it here maybe. Okay. What else? So yeah, of course this one. Of course this one. This is basically the deep space image from Hubble. This is a real image, and it's like really high res. But I'm not going to paste it like so high res because it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm going to paste it like somewhere around here, let's say. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good, pretty cool. Okay, what else do I have? I don't know, there's plenty of cool stuff here, but the thing I wanted to grab, oh, it's here, I just found it. Let me see if there's other stuff. Yeah, okay, perfect. So it's this one, okay? So this one, hey Ciala, hello, welcome. So this one, this is so cool. It's really cool. I like this like service station, like I don't know. Like this one doesn't look like it's in space, but you can see the background there, which is like pretty sci-fi and vintage, and like I don't know. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I basically want to do something like this, which like you can find some like service stations or stuff like that. I don't know, I think that's a really cool idea. So I'm going to grab that too and add it to my... Looks like sci-fi from the 60s. Yeah, exactly. In fact, let me show you something. Let me show you something really quick. If you go in, if you look into my Pinterest, you're going to see all sorts of things that are like vintage, like retro futurism, vintage sci-fi from the 60s and 50s and 70s. Yeah. And I have a couple boards on my profile. I have this one, which is basically for inspiration, okay, for things in the game. And yeah, I save a lot of things here. I have a lot of things that I really like. For example, this, I really like this thing. It's like a train station in space. I don't know, it's like such a cool idea. And yeah, there's a lot of things here that I would want to reproduce in the game. Yeah, I don't know. There's a new TV series of retrofuturism, Apple TV. The title is Hello Tomorrow. Oh, I didn't heard about that. Let me Hello. Hello tomorrow. Is it this one? Sounds interesting. Oh yeah. Okay, I don't know if I can show this on stream, but just in case, that's it. I shouldn't see more stuff from that, but it sounds really cool. I'm definitely going to check it out. Let me just note that in my... I just note that in my thing. It is a trailer, so yes. Oh, I am able to show that on stream. Okay. Anyways, that looks really interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I really love this kind of thing. I really got into this sort of vibe when like I started listening to retrowave, which is like right now like synthwave and retrowave and vaporwave. Those like kind of things and vibes are really popular right now. Well, they were really popular like a couple years ago, but like they're pretty common right now. But when I started listening to that music, it wasn't that popular back then. It was in like maybe 2016, 2017, I think 2016 maybe. Like I heard like the song Resonance from Home, which is like, I think that's the most famous song, like the most famous retrowave song. And I started like searching about that stuff because I was so into it, and I started like saving a lot of like retrowave pictures and images. And from then I started like looking more into like vintage art, sci-fi art, and yeah, I got really inspired to make a game like this. I always liked space stuff since I was a kid, like most of kids that want to be an astronaut. But like when I started making games, I always had the idea of making like a space game, and yeah. And then No Man's Sky, Electronic Gems. Yeah, exactly. So Electronic Gems is like a YouTube channel. That's exactly the same YouTube channel I discovered. And I started listening to music from that channel. Basically, Resonance is the name of the song, and Home is the artist. And they have like a lot of really good songs. And yeah, that's a really cool vibe. So yeah, basically, yeah, No Man's Sky was announced, and I saw the trailer in 2015. So it's like it's been 10 years since that. That's crazy. I saw the first trailer that year, and since then I was like so hyped for that game. I really love No Man's Sky. It's one of my favorite games, but back then it was really bad when it launched because they rushed it so bad. But anyways, it improved like a lot since then. But yeah, when I saw that, I said like, oh my god, I want to make like, to create a game like that. And yeah, then I got really into pixel art again because I played like Sega Genesis a lot when I was a kid, and it's my favorite console, and it has like 16-bit art, pixel art, which is this. These screenshots are from games from the Sega Genesis. And yeah, so did you play Kerbal Space Program? No. I think I think I know what that is. Yeah, I have seen this. Yeah. It's like a simulator where you can you basically simulate like a space rocket launching or something like that. I think I saw like a colleague play this. It's the video game for all of us wannabe astronauts. I see. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I think when I worked at a company making like mobile games a couple of years ago, a coworker was playing this, I think, in the break after in our lunch break or something. He was playing this and he showed it to me because he knew that I really liked space stuff and all of that. And yeah, it's like really like a simulation game where you have you can build the rocket and then you simulate like the launching and all of that. You build a rocket, you fly rockets, you explode them many times. That sounds fun, actually. Sounds fun. I'm not really a fan of simulation games, honestly. Not really a fan of that kind of game, but this one sounds like a really fun game to play for like a little while. So yeah, I know this game. Okay, so yeah, anyways, I derailed so much. It's not your fault. You can like ask questions and yeah, and chat everything you want. I really like that, but but yeah, I started talking about a lot of things and yeah, and I keep branching out my conversation. So yeah, those things are pretty cool. And yeah, I think I have a couple more images like this saved somewhere, but yeah, that's to have like the general idea of that is going to be fine. So yeah, I was explaining how this is going to work, how I'm going to create this, and also, well, I was discussing how I wanted basically the HUD to look like. This idea is not bad. I think I have some other place where I have a screenshot of a game that has something like this. Let me see, is it this one? This one is already open. I can close this. This one? Nope, it's not this one. I think it's oh yeah, it's this one. So this, okay? This is, I don't remember the name of this game. There's a couple games that have this kind of view. One of them is called like Destination Earthstar. Then there's another one that's called I don't know. Well, there's the game Elite, which nowadays they have a game that's called Elite Dangerous, and that game is really cool. But the first Elite game was for, I don't know what the original system was, but it was also for the NES, and it was basically this kind of first-person like starship navigation, and it's like a simulated 3D view perspective. And yeah, in those games you can see like the cockpit of the ship, and that looks really cool. So that's why I had the idea of doing something like this. But yeah, I'm not super convinced of that. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this kind of view where like most of the screen is pretty empty and clear. I think I like that. And maybe having like minimal UI. So for example, we have this, where is it? So here, this. So we would have this, for example, okay. Is it visible here? Okay, ignore this line, okay, but basically you would have this, those guides for the inputs, okay, and then you would have this, for example, this little text here just for when you go close to the orbit of a planet, okay. When you get close to a planet, you're going to get this, so you know which planet it is, and then you can basically land, okay. That's the idea, okay. Okay, so that's great. It's a good idea. Okay. So let's go back to Figma, and this is basically the task I set for today. So prototype isometric starship navigation through the planetary system, okay? Make placeholder ship sprites for each rotation angle. Okay, that's the first thing I want to do, which should be easy, but we'll see. It's just like I'm going to draw just this, okay? Which is like a kind of pyramid, okay? A tetrahedron, I think it's called. So that's going to be like the prototype, the placeholder thing for like using in the project. So then I can start prototyping, actually coding the movement and how you navigate and all of that. Okay. So okay, so back to Figma. That's the first thing I want to do. Then I want to refactorize this class, which is the class that manages the starship, okay, and create basic script for movement, okay. Okay, so I should be able to do all of this in today's stream, but we'll see. Shouldn't be too long. So let's jump straight into a sprite, okay. Okay, and I'm going to I think I have a project for the starship, but I should rename it. So universe entities starships. So here in sprite, looking at that line art, it looks awesome. What do you mean? This one here, or oh yeah. So yeah, I kind of like it being that simple. But basically it should look like this. Let me show you. I think you already saw it, but it should be this starship. Well, I don't know if this is going to be the final design. I really like it, and this is the last design I did. This is the current design. That's the sprite that is already in the game, but this one is like side view. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep this one, that's for sure. I'm not sure about this one. I really like it, but I kind of want to keep iterating in the design of the starship. So that's why I want to create the sprites in like a placeholder manner, and I'm going to just create like a geometric shape. So then I can draw it in all of the rotations, okay, and then start prototyping the movement and all that, and then I can start like sketching and concepting, well, not concepting, but basically sketching and designing the final starship shape, which of course can change in the future. Maybe like 1 year from now, I'm still working in the game and I don't like the starship design and I decide to change it. That can happen too. So anyways, let's go back to Unity, and yeah, this is the Sprite project, okay. Mini. So yeah, this was used basically in the previous version of the planetary system scene, and that's basically because this one was basically when you land in a planet, this one would go like outside of the camera view, and then this one would enter like this into the planet. It was basically for an animation, and yeah, whatever. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to rename this, okay. Starship 1 is going to be called side view, okay, and yeah, okay, that's perfect. I can basically remove this one because I'm not going to use it at all. And now I can basically duplicate this, and I'm going to do this. Starship prototype isometric, okay. Okay. So now I can basically remove this and remove this too. And I think this shouldn't be that big, so I can just make it 64 by 64. I think that should be enough. We'll see. I'm going to just create the shape, okay. Yeah, maybe I just make it 128 just to have enough room, because this is not big. Like, the file size is going to be really small anyways. So I'm just going to use let's use blue for this, okay. And I'm going to create first in the first frame, I'm going to create the, yeah, that's not correct. I'm going to do the vertical one, okay. I think this may be too big, but we're gonna see how it looks like. Okay, and then here I can basically just separate those, okay. Yeah, I think this is too tall. I think I want to do that, okay. Not even going to use my tablet for this. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, and I'm already thinking that this looks like it's too big. It might be too big. Yeah, I think maybe it's too big. So let's keep going like smaller and smaller until it looks cool. Maybe there. Okay, and then this can go like that. I don't know, I'm just trying some stuff here. Can always scale down later. Yeah, of course, of course. That's the whole idea of like making this just like a primitive shape. I think that's, yeah, but maybe that's too small. I'm also trying to stick to like to perfect angles. I don't know if that's how you call them, but if you hold shift, you can see that there are like some pixel perfect angles. Like if I don't hold shift, I can do whatever angle I want. But if I hold shift, then you can see like there's, for example, like I think this one is 26, then this one is 45, then of course you have this 63 or 60 something, then 90, and the same thing all around. So I'm trying to stick to those, but I don't think that's necessary. So yeah, I'm just going to do whatever looks better. The only thing is that when you don't use those perfect angles, it tends to look a bit like a bit jaggy. But yeah, I don't think that's an issue. So yeah, I think that's great. So let's paint this. I'm thinking of using like maybe the same technique that Viewpoint uses, which is like having, well, you have like a light source, and when it rotates, of course the light source is still the same always. And trying to think, let's say this one, okay, it should be continuous. This one is the lightest, okay. Then okay. 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 So I think that's fine. Then for this side, maybe I can use this. Okay, this color. And for this other side, I can use the darkest one. So I can just do that. Okay. And I'm just going to paint the whole thing. And I'm not going to use outlines, I think. Now, what I'm thinking actually is doing this, which is basically, yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That looks decent. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So now, okay, that's one way. I can just do this and this here. Is that better? Yeah, that's better, I think. So the light source is basically here, okay? So yeah, I think that's correct, and I should move this to here. So that I think that's centered. How does it look at zoom 100? I think this is zoom 100. Well, actually I should check it here in the game. So let me just save this and export it. Okay, I'm going to export this as a sprite sheet because it's going to be a sprite sheet of all the rotations. Okay, perfect. Now I can go here and I have this, which should be multiple. And then here I can basically slice it. And I'm going to say cell count, slice, apply. Okay. So in order to see it here, I can go here and say sprite, and I can assign it here. And it's invisible. Okay, but that's because I have to set it to the midground. Okay, now we can see how it looks. I think that size is pretty good. It can be a bit bigger, I think. So that's basically the north angle, the north rotation. I basically have to create. Why is it still open? This. Okay. Now it closed. It can be bigger, I think, yeah. I'm just going to do this. And what I want to do is stay within maybe this size. Something like that. I think that's going to be a good size. So let's say, for example, maybe just by doing just this, reset symmetry, okay. Maybe I can just, like, that is too much, I think. So maybe just, let's see. Yeah, that's too much. Maybe that. Yeah. Okay. Now this. Yeah, the thing is, it can look a bit jaggy, and yeah. I'm not sure about that. Maybe I can just remove those. Maybe make this one go there. Oh yeah, and also I should do this. This and paint this, okay. This shouldn't be like that. I think it should go like there. Maybe that's a bit better. You can set it here, like somewhere around there. I'm going to export it again, replace, and now I don't see anything. Okay, so now I can go here and resize and apply. Okay. Yeah. Let's see the reference. The Sea of Stars. I really like the size they used there. Yeah, I think it's about the same size. Let's see in Unity. Yeah, I think it's about the same. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's pretty good. So, what am I looking at? Yeah, I think I need to do... Okay. Okay. We're good. So, yeah, I'm thinking that maybe this size is pretty good, but yeah, I kind of would like to make it a bit bigger. I don't know why. Something is saying to me like make it a tiny bit bigger. So let's try going like here, let's say. I'm just going to make it much much weaker right now. I'm just going to paint it like this, whatever. So yeah, it's going to be better like this, I think. Much faster. I don't want to spend like a lot of time on this. Like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it looks weird now, but so what's different here? Yeah, I think this is different. Okay, here and there. Okay, now it's the same. Anyways, it looks dumb. So let's... The wingtips are different. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, this is like not... Now they are equal. Do you think it looks better now? Let's see in the actual game. Now I think this size is much better. Yeah. The thing is, it looks really weird because it's just a shape, but I'm going to make this a bit more like... Yeah, that's too much. So I'm going to make this a bit better to clean it up a little bit more. Okay, so that's better for that angle, and then I'm going to grab this and do that. Okay, so I should do it for both sides. I'm going to grab this one there. Okay, and then I don't really like this part being like this, so I'm just going to remove it. Well, maybe that's better already. Yeah. Yeah, much better. I feel like I need to get used to using Sprite again. It's been a long time since I made some pixel art, but that's fine. I think that's much better as a shape. Yeah, it's much more, I don't know what's the word, cleaner, I think. So perfect. Now I need this one. I'm going to set a tag, and this is going to be N, which is for north. Okay, then I need like, yeah, I basically need all of the other sides. Okay, So right now I'm going to try something. Okay, I'm going to say I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, yeah, so this is fine. Okay, this is correct. Okay, this is north. It's going to be north east. Okay, this is east. Then this is going to be southeast, and this is going to be south. Okay. Now after that, I need 1, 2, 3 more that are going to be, this is 5. Okay, it's going to be southwest. This one is going to be west, not that. This one is going to be west. And then this one is going to be northwest. Okay, that's the idea. So those are basically all of the directions. Okay. So what does any of this means? All of this, what's that? That was really bugged. What happens if I do that? Okay, fixed. So yeah, basically northeast is basically the this direction. Okay, so is this one, then east is this, then southeast is this, south is this, southwest is this, west is this, and northwest is this. Okay, so those are basically the rotations I have to do. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get that much progress, I think, today, because I was thinking about streaming for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. I don't know. In any case, I have 1 more hour to do this, so let's see. I should be able to draw this really quick. And this, why am I not seeing the behind sprite in front? So why am I not seeing the, oh, I think it's because, yeah, okay, that's better. So in this one I should basically do that direction. Okay, and for that I basically need to do this. Okay, so I'm going to do it sort of from here, or maybe from here and there. Is that fine? I think it is. And this should go there and then here. Yeah, I think this shouldn't go. Maybe there. And there. Okay. Maybe something like that. Again, I'm sticking to the angles, and I'm trying to stick inside this size, which I don't really need to do that, but yeah. Okay. So, and also I think this is more like this. It's like it goes like there. And then it goes there. Or maybe down. So I would... Huh. Yeah, I think I'm going to make it this way. So I'm going to grab this. Okay, and I'm going to make it so that it feels like it's concave instead of convex. So to do that, I'm basically going to do this for now. Okay, and I'm going to do this. This goes a bit more like there. From here I can go there. Okay, something like this. So is that good? It's maybe it's too much to the, like, I think I want it a bit more like that. Yeah, I think that's better. So here, like that. And then here it goes there. Here it can go there. Okay. Okay, and here it's a bit messy, so I'm going to is it better there? I think like those pixels making it look like it's curved. I don't really like that, so maybe doing something like that. I think that's better. And I can redo this too. So let me just go like this, I think. Yeah, and here I should also use another one there. Yeah, that's much better already. So for this one, I think I'm going to use this color here. Okay, then this color, yeah, maybe in this. Okay, maybe there. Yeah, there. Then, yeah, this should go up to here, maybe. Then this could be that color. Okay, and then I have to grab this one and use it for like this. Is it correct though? Yeah, I think that's correct. So, yeah. I can make it go even further back. Okay, this part, I can make it go like there, maybe. So if I do this, and also this one could go there, okay. now it maybe looks, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's, maybe there. I think it was better before. Yeah, I think that's better. Going to export it like that. Okay, so that's better already, and I can use the same one for the south, for the north west. Okay, I can use the same for the northwest west one. I can flip it. I can basically remove this. Okay. And I basically need to just replace the color. So I'm going to set any color here, whatever. And I basically have to go here and just grab this one, then this one, and this one for the darkest one. Okay. So maybe it makes sense. I don't know. It should make sense. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it does. Okay. Now we can continue. We can grab the. We can do the same thing. Just grab this color, or maybe this one even. I'm going to do this, okay, and this, and this, and this, okay. Oh, this one is like a bit to the... The thing is, this one looks really a lot smaller than this one. It's like it shrunk. So yeah, I should maybe just scale it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that. It looks terrible right now. But yeah, that's makes more sense right now because it was looking a bit weird before. So yeah. Also, this one should go from there. From here. Yeah, that's... Okay, yeah, now that makes a lot more sense. And I basically want this to be a bit flatter. Like that. Yeah. That's already much better for the angle. Okay. And now I'm basically going to grab this. Okay, how many pixels? Those are 3 and 4. It's whatever, doesn't matter. Now I can grab this and just copy it here. Okay, I can just remove this one, copy this here, flip it. And now I can basically grab this here and this here. Now we have the rotated version, okay? There. Okay, how many pixels are here? There's like 4. And 4 there. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, amazing. It's great. So, Perfect. So now this one. Yeah, it's let's just remove this, and I'm going to do something like this. Okay. Maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe that looks... Yeah, I think that's looking fine. What happens if I make it like that? I think that's much better. And I'm going to make it a bit more centered. That's more centered. And also this doesn't look... yeah, maybe it should be like there. Yeah, I think that's much better too. And we can basically do this and this, this, there, and then there. And we should be able to do that. Then from here, there. Something like that, maybe. Maybe not that much into there, so... Okay. This could work. Yeah, I also think maybe this should go much lower. It's not perfectly sideways, the angle I mean. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe if this works, yeah, I don't think it works. It should be like I don't know, maybe there and there. I don't know. Let's try this. That color there, this one there, and also there, and then this one should go down there. Okay, so this should look like that. This should be all here. Then also this one should go like that. Also there. Okay. This color should go there. Perfect. I think that's pretty good actually. Now the thing is, maybe this could go down there, yeah. Or there maybe. Yeah, that's pretty fine. Yeah. Now it looks like it's rotating. Okay. So this one looks a bit weird, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm also yeah, the shading is not correct also, but doesn't matter. I can copy this one now and let's see how many pixels are here. 7, and this side are 8, so yeah, I can just remove this one and that makes it even, and I can move this. It should be yeah, it's 9 now, so I can just move this one to the left. Now there should be 8 here and 8 here too. That's perfect. Okay, amazing. So now I can copy this and paste it here. Okay, flip it. Let's see, there's 7. So now I can move it there and that's it. And now I can start replacing colors. Okay, so I can do this. I can go here and do this. I can do this. I can also do this, and it should be that color there, and here it should be that. Yeah, I think it's no, the shading is a bit weird, but doesn't matter. We'll see how it looks. Okay, now there's yeah, I need to draw 2 more. Okay, so one of them is this. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, maybe like this in there, maybe. Maybe there. Goes like here. Yeah, they should go, I think they should go even more to the left. So maybe like this. Is that the angle? I think it is. And this one should go down like that. And then this should go like this. Is it more like that? Maybe. Yeah, I think that's good. Now, this is separated there. And that's it. I think you cannot see the other parts. That's it. So yeah, basically this goes there. Now this is here. Okay. And then we have this one there. I think it's too big of a jump for the color, but maybe I can do that. I don't know. Is it better like this? I'm not sure about this one. It's like a bit... Yeah, maybe something like that. How many pixels are on each side? Let's see. This is 12. This is 11. So I can just, I don't know, I can just go here and do that. And that's it. That works. Anyways, hey, welcome back. Looks good. Do you think? Looks good? Do you think so? Yeah, I think it looks good. It's just a prototype, so it should be good enough. So I'm going to do this here too. Measure the pixels here 12 and then here 10. So I just need to move this there. And I can basically change the colors like that. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, I can't play play all frames. Okay, so yeah, I think it looks fine. The only one that's I'm not convinced of is this one. And that's because I don't know which color I should put there. Maybe I should change this one. Maybe that's the thing. I should change this one and set this one to not so dark, and then this one to the darkest. But I think that's I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter really because north is reference. Yeah. So this one has the darker shade here, and this one has the darker shade here. So basically the light source is coming from there. Okay, so this one I don't really know what to do with this one because I think this one should be the darkest one and this one the lightest one. So I think that's how it should be. Like that. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I think it's looking fine. This is just a reference and it will change when I draw the actual ship. And yeah, also I have to draw this one. And I'm going to basically, let's see, north. Okay. So I should do something like this. Okay, and this, and also this here, and that. which looks weird because this should be mirrored like that. Yeah, now it makes sense. So yeah, maybe it's too much. Maybe it should go to there. Yeah, and now this should be pretty easy. I should only paint like this side is the dark side, and then this side is the bright side. Okay. Okay, now is this... Yeah, I think it's too much, so maybe that. Okay. Now, like we have all of the rotations. Okay. So this can look a bit weird because there are some angles where you can't really see the whole ship in some angles. So for example, like here I made it so it looks like it has like a bottom part, and there are some angles, well, I think those are the only angles where you can really see that. And I'm thinking that maybe I should go further with this even, make it like that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better, actually. Is it? There? Yeah. It's actually better there. So I'm going to do the same in the other side. I think actually I have to do the same thing there. Okay, like this. And what did I do here? I did this and also this. Yeah, I think that's what I did. This should go there. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So now I can basically go here and export this. Okay. Export this and now go into Unity. And yeah, let me think about something for a moment. So yeah, first I'm going to edit this. Oh man, it's really dark. I got too carried away with the with this that I didn't realize it's too dark. Let me just turn on the light. Okay. Okay, great. So now we have these sprites. Okay, perfect. And now basically all of these are all of the angles. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to just create a new Neptosmic animator sheet. This is going to be Starship prototype isometric angles, isometric rotations. Now here I'm going to assign this, and I'm also going to set it to 0 because this should not animate. Okay. Okay, perfect. And now that I have that, I can go into Figma. I can basically just how is it? that. I completed that part of the task. Okay. And now I can go here. And I can basically go here and just try to modify the starship. And now I'm thinking that yeah, I'm basically trying to think about like maybe having 2 prefabs, okay, for the starship. There's two options. One of them, I make 2 prefabs for both types, okay. So one for the side view of the starship, okay, and another one for the isometric view, okay. So the thing is, both should have the same script, I think. I'm not sure, because like I'm thinking that you should not be able to, like you will not be like using your starship in the planets. The only thing you can do is you get into your ship and then you like blast off into space, okay. So you cannot, but that's the thing. I think that maybe it would be cool to have to be able to go into the planet, to navigate the planet with the starship. Maybe that's something I would consider. So that's why I'm thinking about having just one prefab of the starship, and the prefab itself, like the script should handle blast off. Yeah. That's true. Also sounds like a really good name. That could be the name for like an attack. It's interesting. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe the current state of the starship should be managed from this script, basically. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So now I can just close this. I can open this. Okay. So what does starship has? And also I'm thinking that, yeah, since I created this class, which is starship class, okay, this should also be like something general for every kind of starship, because enemy starships can also be found in the isometric view section, which is the planetary system. So when you're in space, okay, I mean this scene, when you're here, ignore this. The idea is that you're here in an isometric angle view, okay, perspective, that's the word, and you can find other starships. They might be enemies, they might be NPCs, whatever, but those are going to be also in like isometric view. Okay, that's the idea. So so all of the starships should have the system that handles whether they are in this screen, in this scene, or in the planet scene, which is side-scrolling view. Okay, so perfect. Now what should I do here? First of all, I should go into the prefab itself, and now the sprite has this one. Now, should the sprite be only 1, 2? Or should I have like one sprite for the other and then just enable and disable each one? I think I should only have one because that's the optimal thing to do. And this should have an Neptosmic. Okay. I should add an icon to this script type. I don't know how to do that. I think it's here. Yeah, it's here. Look at that. Interesting. I can set a special icon to this. Oh, this is not the icon, I think. Is it? Let's see. Anything color icon, yeah. Oh yeah, that's amazing. I would like to, because this is a system I made for like for animating sprites in the game. This is much more optimal than the actual animator in Unity. So that's why I'm using that. And it's interesting that I can use any icon. So yeah, I should make like an actual icon for that. But yeah, right now I'm just going to assign that one. That's fine. Okay, so this has an Neptosmic, and the animation ship is shit, not ship. Sheet. I think it's sheet because otherwise it sounds like a bad word. So this one, okay. And then we have the VFX. Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to have like different sprites, because I might want to use VFX, like different VFX for each, because this one has this thing there, for example, but this is not the actual side view sprite of the ship, but the actual one might have some like particles. Yeah, this particle effect. So yeah, if I'm going to add particle effects to the sprite like this, then I should basically use yeah, I should basically have a different sprite for each one. So I'm going to do that. This is going to be side view, okay, and this is going to have this there, because then if I flip this, didn't work. Why didn't it work? Now it works. Oh, scaling mode hierarchy. That's it. That's what I needed to do. So yeah, let's apply that. So perfect. Now if I flip this, you can see the particles start like doing the thing. That's the idea basically. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to and this should not have an animator. Well, yeah, that's fine. And then I can grab this and do this. Okay, perfect. And now I can I'm going to remove this now. And here I'm going to assign yeah, the only thing I don't like about this is that the icon is showing there all the time. So is it 3D icons? Sort of. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like that. So I'm just going to remove it for now. Okay. Or maybe it is useful to have it there, but since now it's just like a little box, I would like to have like a proper icon for that. So yeah, I'm going to do that another time, but right now I'm just going to do this. Now let's assign this autoplay, no. Send events, no. Speed 0, okay. And yeah, that's perfect. So here in the starship thing, I should have like references to sprites, like I should have like isometric, and then side view. This curve, I'm not going to use it anymore. This should be sprite ISO, let's call it ISO. And then this one is going to be for the thing. I'm going to paste this and going to call it side. Okay. Now the curve, this should be eScenes out expo, I think. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, great. So yeah, this has like a couple things, but I'm going to refactor all of this. In fact, I should even just remove all of this because it's not going to be used. But yeah, I don't want to go and have to. Yeah, planetary system, it's also going to. Yeah, you know what? Let's just remove this, okay? And face direction. Okay, this should be also something that's relevant to the side view only. Then set position. That's fine. Then set traveling animation. Okay, that's also something that's whatever. Okay. So here, I'm going to remove the regions that I'm not using, and yeah, I should have something like in it. Oh, I hate when Unity does that. Yeah, that's fine. So now, now I think I should have something that sets the perspective of the starship. So I could have something like an enum. So yeah, I'm just going to set it here because I don't know what else can be isometric. I mean, a lot of things could be isometric, but yeah, right now the only thing I can think of is maybe this. That can be seen in two perspectives. I'm trying to think of, I don't know, because the astronaut itself is not going to be in the scene, in the isometric scene. The only thing that's going to be in the isometric scene and in the side view scene is the starships, and yeah, the planets is whatever because they are spherical, so I don't need to have two versions. And I don't know, for example, the asteroids, the space rocks, those are going to be, yeah, enemies, but those are going to be enemy starships. not enemies like floating, for example. So the actual enemies like entities, which are called the vectorialis. So they are these guys. Let me show you. Let me show you really quick. Okay, those are, this is the, I have a couple things here for reference, but basically those are the vectorialis, which are basically like a race, or they're like robots, like androids that were created in a machine, and they're basically colonizing all of the planets and stars and all of the universe. A race of geometry placeholders. Yeah, the funny thing is, for this kind of like, for these entities, the tetrahedrons, yeah, exactly. So they have this tetrahedron head, okay, and I'm using this kind of design because they look pointy. If you look like, so for example, the astronaut, okay, you can see the head or the helmet is basically square or like a rectangle, okay. You can see here, this is another design I did, this is the final design. In fact, this is not the final design because I ended up adding like a monitor here, and I didn't draw that. I did it in pixel art. Needs keep knee pads in the square format. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to describe is I'm using like basic geometric shapes, okay? And what I'm describing here is the astronaut has like square shape, okay? You cannot see like pointy shapes in the design of the astronaut, but you see pointy shapes in the vectorialis. That's because pointy stuff is like spikes, and like that makes you think of evil or damage or like something that can hurt you. And that's how I'm basically describing the enemies, okay? And then for the NPCs and basically all of the other beings in the universe that are going to be NPCs that are neutral, that are not like enemies or friends, that simply neutral. Some could be friends. Those are going to have the helmets like a sphere, okay? So I'm using basic geometric shapes to describe like the different types of characters that are in the universe. That's basically the idea. So yeah, so those are the enemies, and those you can fight them in the planets, okay? If you fight them in space, you're going to fight them on ships, okay? So you're going to be on your ship and they are going to be in their ship, okay? So other than ships, I don't think there's anything else that's going to have like another, like both perspectives. So I'm going to say isometric and side view, okay? This is an enum. Okay, perfect. So now I think I should, I don't know if I should initialize it. Yeah, I think yeah, that's fine. So I initialize it in the current perspective. Add missing cases. Okay, perfect. So that's great. Perfect. So we have the sprite, we have the, okay. Now, I should of course have like different, yeah, I think I'm just going to say that. And then here I can say init isometric. Yeah, I can have the same switch, perspective, blah blah blah. And here I can just add missing cases. I'm going to say sprite iso.gameObject.setActive true. Now here I could also do this all in like inside of here. Yeah, I think that's, I don't know, I'm going to do this way for now. And I also should probably like disable everything before initializing. So for example, sprite I think I copied that, yeah. Just copy that to sprite side, okay. And this is going to go here. I think this could be much easier. If I do this. Yeah, I can do this. This is going to be much easier. Much faster. Init side view, and here I can say perspective equals isometric. Where is it? That, and then I can say that. Oh yeah, and this one doesn't have the boolean there, so this is going to be like that on. Okay. So now here I can just say turbine small vfx.gameObject.setActive on. Okay, perfect. So now, yeah, this is much cleaner. And yeah. So aside of this, I think I should have a script for each one of those. Like I should have like a system for each one, okay? And that system should be yeah, that system should be the one that handles everything in each one of the perspectives. So for the side view system, there's going to be some code, and for the isometric system, there's going to be another kind of code, okay? So yeah, I think that's fine. That's pretty much it. So, yeah, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes already. And yeah, I'm thinking that maybe I should be ending the stream right now. Well, yeah. yeah, I don't think I can stay for much longer, so I'm just going to end the stream here. Okay, I think we made a bit of progress. Okay, we have this, which is the placeholder for the starship, for the isometric starship. In fact, this one is useful for any starship. That's great because we can even like prototype combat. Yeah, that's pretty good. So so yeah, I think with this we can call it a day. Okay, I'm going to save this, and we are basically halfway through this. Okay, I'm basically refactorizing. Yeah, I think this is Starship class. Refactorized Starship class. Okay, so I think I'm going to be working on this in the next stream. What I should do next is finish this, try to set something in the inspector so that I can go into this inspector and change the type for the starship. So for example, let me show you really quick here. Oh yeah, there's a ton of errors now. So I basically have to just remove this. I'm going to remove all of this because it's not going to use this. Okay. Is orbiting planet, load data, what else? Sequences. Okay. I can just remove all of that. I can remove these two so that I don't get errors here. Okay. Saving. Now go into Unity and then let me show you this last thing. Okay. Okay, perfect. So the idea is that if I have this thing here, okay, the idea is that I should be able to just click something here to change it between like isometric and side view, and just to make it easy, I could even just like set the enum here. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay. Okay, great. So that's what I'm going to do next stream. I'm going to set to add that configuration, and then I'm going to start creating all of the system, the whole system for the isometric movement, so that we can start like see how it feels like. That's going to be fun, I think, I hope. So after we get the navigation for the starship, like the isometric navigation for this scene, I can start like placing things, and I can even start making the minimap, which is going to be really key for this scene. Okay, so then I can start like so then you have like a notion of where you are in the planetary system, and you can navigate and get to any planet and that sort of thing. Okay, so that's the idea for next stream. That's what we're going to be doing, but for now this is going to be the stream for today. Okay, so thank you very, very much for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Again, thank you very much, Setolix, for the follow. And thank you, Ciala, for staying in the stream and chatting. And also, have a nice day, you too. Thank you very much. Okay, so for the people watching on YouTube or whatever, subscribe if you didn't. And also don't forget to join the Discord. You can get notifications there for when I go live, and also you can share art or anything you like there, music, games, I don't know, whatever you want. You can also get feedback from me or from the people that's already in the community. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today. Thank you very much, and see you in the next stream.